Hi there, welcome to the Noah Presgrove case, looking at quite a serious issue which could have negative implications when it comes to getting justice for Noah Presgrove, and that's to do with the theme of conflict of interest. Whilst in recent time it's supposedly been revealed that Kathy Bingham is related to Brylan Sweat, yet working with the Presgrove family. Is that a conflict of interest there? Yes. Is that why it's done free of charge? Maybe. Could it have limited results down the line? Who knows? But that's not the main focus. The main focus today is to do with the attorneys and a law firm or so, where the attorneys come from. And there's different people from there working on different individuals within the same case. So could there be a bit of conflict going on? Could it slow down the process? Could it just F everything up? That's what I just want to look at today. Take in mind, I'm not an expert, not a legal expert, not been to court because I'm a good boy. But that aside, what we can look at are some screenshots, important information, which looks into it. Credit to Facebook, Presgrove's Army page. Look at the comments, additional attachments there. And that's pretty much it. So for those that are watching this live premiere right now, welcome. You can share your live reactions in the chat box on the right hand side. And anyone else you want to elaborate, got questions, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section under this video. You'll also find a pinned comment by me with additional links if you do want to support this channel. And if you want to catch up on recent coverage, which you may have missed out on, top right corner of the screen where the eye symbol is, click there and you'll be able to find everything, including the playlist. So without further ado, let's get into this issue. Whilst I was scrolling through on the Noah Presgrove's Army page 6 hours ago by Lauren Osmus, have you said the name? This kind of links on possibly to what we're looking at today, so I'll just acknowledge it now. Lauren says, has anyone we know from the family of Presgrove, the group, contacted the Oklahoma governor's office concerning this town not enforcing social hosting laws? To me, this could definitely cause reason to shine higher state enforcement from the Office to Investigate, local LE and the DA office. Okay, so there is that there. No one's been charged for this social hosting stuff and, distributing, not selling, but giving out alcohol to underage people at the party. There should be a form of justice there and a follow-up, but that hasn't happened. You know what, I'll probably do an actual poll. I've just got the idea on the spot. Maybe on my channel community tab section, check it out when you've got time. And the poll can be something like, based off the party itself, the social host laws, the distribution of alcohol to underage people, is that what ultimately led to the death of Noah Presgrove, or is it just a part of the puzzle, which, many factors involved? Okay. 2 days ago by T. Please define conflicts of interest in this situation. The district attorney on Noah's case is Jason Hicks. Per attached website, the assistant district attorney is Melissa Benedict. Melissa and Jason are both acting public attorneys. Perhaps that is the reason Hicks isn't allowing charges to be filed for social hosting. There you go. Possibilities. Does anyone else agree with that? Andrew Benedict, Melissa's husband, law firm, is attorney for several party goers. But who exactly from the party? Hicks is also backed by Governor Stitt. Even if local LE wanted to prosecute, the DA has to agree, correct? Is this why there are so many open investigations in the area? We got some photos there. I'm going to attempt to click on it if it will allow me. It does, but I don't know why it decides to spaz out. Right, that will have to do for now. So what we're looking at here, my first time looking at this, legal directories, legal search engine, Jason M. Hicks, okay, lawyer in Oklahoma. Anything else to that? Not really. Go on to the next page, wherever that one is. There's Andrew C. Benedict. Okay. Get off. And Melissa Benedict are a couple. Interesting. We're working at the same place. And what the hell do we have there? Go to the comments section. The case is in Jefferson County. I believe a gentleman with the last name of Whedon is the DA there. Hicks is the DA for District 6, which includes Jefferson, Stephens, Grady, and Caddo counties. Okay. Where's the other comments? I saw some more interesting ones. Hopefully they show up. But they're not showing up. How weird is that? There was more to it than that. Maybe that was just comments on one singular photo. It was. That's typical. There we go. We've got them all now. Let's just keep it to the top comments. The top ones will be the best ones normally. Court records of what would fit on one page of one of the first on scene. Chief Alsup, no worries, he is exempt of CM and all were dismissed. What does that mean? Bank Delaware versus Alsup. So Alsup's got in a lot of situations in 2017 and 2016. Now, personally, I don't know what the hell this is all about, but I guess he's been in trouble in the past, but been ruled out, so he's gotten away with it. Is that highlighting possible corruptness? But in recent time, Cash Alsup, things have caught up with him because of the supposed camera or spying on someone in a restroom, a female. I'm just basing this from my memory of what I've just seen, little snippets online. Yeah, it does sound obviously dodgy. So, anyone want to react? Leave your comments to this if it's significant to you personally. I'm just being honest, I'm not an expert here, so I can only react so much. I'll say it's so disturbing, he's a criminal himself. Okay. Read what is in blue. Colton Newton. Oh, Colton Newton, the brother of Jack Newton. Why is it so zoomed in? Jesus. So Colton Newton drove whilst intoxicated. No worries, he just got a seatbelt violation for it. Good old boy system. Encourage you to search Oklahoma court records and see how many seatbelt violations are issued instead of actually prosecuting the law that was broken. My question is, okay, so let's say there's a good old boy system in place and that some who are connected with powerful ones, they're being looked out for, being protected, whatnot. What would happen if a stranger who's not even familiar, not a local, was passing on by, maybe stopping in the area for a bit, and they broke a law, they got in trouble with something? The law, the police, the ones in power, will they go down heavy on a stranger that's broken a law, done a crime, intentional or not, within the area? Would there be the same level of punishment? Or would there be a form of leniency? You get what I'm saying? If familiar people and locals, some at least, are treated more leniently in a more corrupt way, what would happen to a stranger if they violated something, broke laws in the area? What do we have here? It's a bit hard to read. In the district court, okay, Colton Newton, state of Oklahoma. When did this happen? Does it say? It says when you date of birth. Renee Bryant, count clerk. Information. Count 1, public intoxication, misdemeanor. Count 2, failure to wear a seatbelt. Right. Melissa G. Okay. State Oklahoma. Colton Newton did then and there unlawfully, willfully, knowingly, and wrongly commit the crime of, count 1, public intoxication, misdemeanor, on or about the first day of January 2024. Okay, first day of January when it happened. By being intoxicated or consuming spirits at a place more particularly described as follows to Oklahoma 53 and Mercy Street, contrary to the form of this statute in such cases made and provided against the peace and dignity of the state of Oklahoma. This crime is punishable by imprisonment in the county jail for not more than 6 months or by a fine not exceeding $500 or both such a fine and imprisonment. Count 2, where the key thing is, failure to wear seatbelt. On or about the first day of January 2024, whilst he was driving a black Dodge Challenger bearing on Oklahoma 53 Mercy Street, by not wearing a properly fastened safety seatbelt, contrary to the former statute in such cases made and provided against the peace and dignity of Oklahoma, this crime is punishable by a fine and court cost not to exceed $20. Right. So we're getting some official documents here. It's good to see. Now, this doesn't directly link to the Noah Presgrove case, but the names, what we're hearing, are familiar because Colton Newton was the one that said to a stranger online, if you keep reaching out to Stephanie Millan, the party goer, and asking her questions, I'm going to come after you, right? So why is Colton so defensive? But then again, is he a bit arrogant? Does he feel a bit invincible? He can say this, do that. He can be drunk. He doesn't need a seatbelt on because he feels like he's safe enough as he is. And he just so happens to get lucky because people that are in power are a bit too lenient. I wonder. Let's see the additional responses. Apologies if not everything fits on screen. Blame the stupid Facebook and mobile Outlook, overlay, whatever. T says, read what's in blue. Okay. No worries, he just got, yeah, saw that. Yeah. Oh, it's probably just reset the blue screen, hasn't it? Okay. It looks like he was charged with 2 things, public intoxication and the seatbelt, but no DUI when he was clearly inside the vehicle. It's ridiculous. I found a lot of issues with this traffic stop, but that seems to be a pattern when certain individuals are involved. Because wasn't it with Avery Combs at some point, 23 or 2024, where she was speeding, should have got a speeding ticket or something, but didn't get one in the end or didn't have to pay it, got away? Actually, that's Carter CEO. What, Carter Combs? T says correct. He has tickets in several surrounding counties. Many of the districts utilise the same DA assistants, judge, lawyers. I don't know the significance of this person, but we don't share our judge or DAs with Carter Kerr. It's a different district. Who the fuck is Carter Kerr? Are we talking about the bloody individual from the party, or is that a name of a place? $20 fine, that's all. Seems very cheap, doesn't it? Right, no, it won't let me get off the screen. That's a bit stupid. God, it's so incompetent, this. Right, I'll also do the back button instead. Robin, conflict of interest and someone needs to address this as soon as possible. Discussion-wise, but who? I see a lot on Facebook. Oh, I'm not Facebook. FBI higher-ups should be involved. Torn up, very experienced investigator. Okay. This case needs District 6 for sure. Maybe change of venue to Oklahoma City. But isn't the ME from Oklahoma City the one that came on down and delayed everything for like 10 hours long? I wouldn't say it's any better, would you? Heather says, I agree, but charges have to be filed there, then ask for a change of venue. Oklahoma County has some hard judges. There are bigger names and deeper pockets here. The judges do not care one bit. It's true and sad. Not a rude comment here. I know if I had a child this happened to, I'd be sitting in the front door of the AG District Attorney State. Okay. Yeah. Move on. Podcasters, news reporters need this information. I feel like the pressure has eased up. It needs to be put back on. Okay. Some other than so-called law enforcement in Oklahoma needs to be involved in Noah's case. It's not handled right from the beginning. Yet the FBI are just on the sidelines waiting for the thumbs up. But is that really going to happen? You think back to the Dylan Rounds case where there was certain groups, volunteers or not, who wanted to come on in and really help, had some resources and equipment, but the LE didn't give the thumbs up immediately. They delayed it and dragged it out. And if it was done sooner, there might have been answers sooner, or a little bit more progression. Kate says, completely right. I listened to Partners in True Crime today. Lady said this case was handled completely wrong. Also stated, would have been a new young lady left like Noah, they would have started investigating as a murder. Because the woman on that podcast was saying why would a female be completely unclothed out in public? What would you normally link with that? And Partners in True Crime said, well, rape. And then it's treated as a crime immediately and goes on there quicker. So basically, there's a bit of an imbalance. If it's a male, don't think much of it. If it's a female, something's really wrong, something's gone bad, yeah, let's jump in on it. Yeah, okay. A little bit dodgy. Should have been, okay. Yeah. This is why local anything doesn't need this case. It wasn't investigated properly from the beginning. Yeah, people need to wake up and get the FBI on this case or nothing will ever be done. I'm sorry to say, but that's the truth and time is running out. Ellie has to request FBI. Yes, the FBI need like a thumbs up. And if it's by the LE and the LE are the dodgy ones, well, they're probably not going to be speeding anything up anytime soon, are they? There's a bit of a endless negative cycle, in a way. Is there any more screenshots, fam? Drummond's office. How many skeletons can fit in a closet before someone is brave enough to make it right? Right with a W. Oh, is that the Zachary Wright individual? That's exactly what needs to go to. Okay, time to clean the BS. ADA in Jefferson County is not Missy Benedict. The ADA is not even a girl. Is it one of the relatives? Here we go again. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Ashley responds, saying, here we go again with how corrupt everything is here. I'm just tired at this point to explain how things work to everyone, but I will say Andrew Benedict is a practicing attorney here in Waurika. Waurika is not big y'all. He's like the only one anymore. Missy mostly works with juvenile cases and wouldn't be on this case because she is not the adder for Jefferson County. Also think a step further here, guys. Basically, any case Andrew Benedict ever took in Jefferson County, y'all would consider corrupt because Missy worked in the DA office. Lol. It doesn't work like that, and obviously she wouldn't be prosecuting a case her husband was a defence attorney on. We do know some stuff here. Right, whatever that is. Great question. Maybe it's something that should be looked further into. I wonder why Noah's family's PI didn't find this information. They should be pissed about this. Oh, why didn't Kathy Bingham, the private investigator, not come across this information? Well, is it because Kathy Bingham is a conflict of interest as well? Because of being connected as a family member through Brylan Sweat, a party goer? Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, just a quick question. If you were in a small town, very small community, small population, and there was only a handful of attorneys, or maybe only one or two, what the hell happens if there's a lot of people that need some kind of like defence legal team, needs an attorney themselves? Does one person represent everyone? Or that would be a conflict of interest, wouldn't it? So would you have to like hire attorneys in from other counties or states or further afar? Would that work? Would that be allowed? You know, if it was a low population, there's only a small amount of legal representatives present. Okay. Actually, Ada at Jefferson County is in charge and she passed with all suspect families. Is that Missy? I don't think that's her name. It escapes me. The best thing anyone can do is to file a case. You should see there'd be conflicts of interest. What about the Attorney General's office? They can investigate LEO, misconduct. Are they dirty too? Drummond, he's well aware of the case. I'm not sure what that means. Drummond, okay. Never got a response. That's unfortunate. Are they not responding on purpose because they don't want to, or they're just too busy? Total BS. Whoever provided the alcohol and the place to consume it should be held accountable at all costs. I don't think what kind of money they have. Screw corrupt. There we go. We got Justin Roy, key individual. Wow, that definitely would be a conflict of interest in my opinion. And Andrew Benedict is Avery Combs and Carter Combs' attorney. Oh, shit. That doesn't seem too good, does it? That's very interesting. Good work finding. Quick question. When it comes to Avery Combs or Carter Combs at any point in the past, did they have got in trouble or like a driving incident situation, speeding, alcohol, whatever it may be? Have they ever used Andrew Benedict in the past, or is this a first time round as an attorney? Because, you know, there'd be some people out there that may use the same attorney over and over again. Is that even possible? Is it possible that? Or would that be conflicts of interest and biased? I don't know. Corruption. They know they needed to stand behind a corruption, adopted or whatever. Andrew Benedict is also TM's attorney for a DUI and cash ALSAPs as well. He's got his hands very busy, hasn't he? And if he's good at what he does and he can get people off on things when it comes to the No Presgrove case where justice is needed most, whether that be direct or indirect through that social hosting, and it's ruled out and this is like denied or rejected and that person's seen as innocent when they're not, it just messes up everything and it could be a chain reaction. What does Shannon have here? Is this to do with the past? Try and zoom in. Monson, Travis Wayne, Benedict, Andrew Law Firm, misdemeanor docket call, driving a motor vehicle whilst under the influence of alcohol, 1 count. That's Monson, Travis Wayne. Don't know who they are personally. Are they relevant to the Presgrove case? What's this? Justin, that's crazy. All connected. Who is TM? Shannon, it's on the screenshot I posted. He's friends with Jack Newton's brother. So Travis Monson, what's his name? Travis Monson? Sorry, Travis. Wait. Which Travis are we talking about here? Travis Monson Wayne. Travis Monson. If that's his first and last name. Travis Monson isn't that Travis guy on Facebook that's been threatening everyone, is he? Or is that someone else? Because that'd be dodgy. But whoever this Travis is, friends with Colton Newton, and Colton Newton's got in trouble as well with other stuff. Surely, if you got all together and queried, surely they'd have no other option to address the conflict of interest here. It's a shame you can't all stand together and assist the FBI takes over the case. There are too many conflicts of interest. Okay. Interesting findings. Is that it there? Can't really find any more. Maybe if I adjust it to the latest, possibly. All comments. We probably would have seen most of that anyway. So yeah, pretty much it. I believe button doesn't want to work. Was there anything else to look at or acknowledge? I'm aware of. 2 days ago, it's kind of old now. But, you know, if you're ever interested in maybe potential updates or discussions, you got this page for it. So yeah. So this possible conflict of interest, it opens up new problems for the future when things progress onwards and when it gets to court. I don't know if there'll be anything in between, any additional findings or information which could counter this heavy potential conflict of interest or not. You can let me know your thoughts down below. Do you have high hopes for the future? Will any of what we've been talking about today connect on or be highlighted again anytime soon, or come up in the anniversary of No Presgrove first time round? It seems like more problems have been opening up with time. You still got the problems of trying to figure out Noah being on the highway. It's just not exactly normal. And you got the problem with the clearing situation, the shorts supposedly being removed and then changed. You've got the problems with the stories changing and stuff, the problem with the 4 a.m. timestamp as told by Jack, the problem with Logan's name being dropped into things all of a sudden, being the last person to see Noah, even though before that it was other people. You got the problems of how it was actually handled at the time by the police. You got the problems with how the Emmy took so long to come on down and they actually prioritised going elsewhere in between, which is a bit weird. Problems onwards with the threatening behaviour by some, the resistance, defensiveness. You got the problems as for like a public community side of, I guess, certain names going under the radar, like Stephanie Millan, a supposed party goer, and a bit of Logan as well, which is kind of being forgotten about, not as much focus on there. And now this new problem, which has popped up. I mean, how many more problems will show? You look back to the Dylan Rounds case and you can, it's like with any case with time, you always look back and you think, how much worse is it? Is it worse now than it was back then, or the other way around? I've always said this situation is much worse, more messy, more complicated, more conflict, and just a mess. But, you know, could be still things around the corner which might go the right way. We'll just see with time, see what happens. I just need to catch up on this right now because it's like an important issue to talk about. And for those that know more about it or are aware of the serious issues behind it, you can elaborate on if you want to give your theories behind what could happen in this case based off what we've seen just recently. How bad could it really get? And will it really impact the justice for Noah? It seems like it could do if people, partygoers or not, but familiar names we've heard of, got in trouble in the past for doing stuff, individual things, and they've just gotten away with it, or it's been a bit of a slap on the wrist. And whether it's the same attorneys or not, represented them now, regardless, they could still benefit somehow. But we haven't heard all the names of partygoers who have got an attorney. I mean, out of the 30 to 40 partygoers that attended the party, how many of the 40 people have some kind of legal team attorney representing them? Does anyone know exactly, in depth? Well, we've heard about it, Avery, Carter Combs, they've got the same attorney to start. Is it Jack Newton as well? I think it might have been mentioned earlier. I can always rewind back. But leave your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.